Remember, we're still early in the section, so this is supposed to be an easy question. The only reason people are going to get it wrong is if they don't show their work. And I know with a calculator, it's tempting to just start popping things in there, but if you mistype something or don't think through what you're typing, your answer is going to pop up here as one of the answer choices. So you got to really be mindful that that's where these other answer choices come from. They're the wrong answers that you're most likely to get if you make a careless mistake. They're not random. So let's see what we're supposed to do here. To make a bakery's signature chocolate muffins, a baker needs 2.5 ounces of chocolate for each muffin. How many pounds of chocolate are needed to make 48 signature chocolate muffins? Okay, so we've got 2.5 ounces is going to get you one muffin. And so, okay, well, we also know that we want to know the number of pounds for one muffin, right? This is a simple ratio. But the problem is, and this is what we catch if we write it down, is ounces to pounds is not the same, right? So and I miswrote here. This was 48 muffins. 48 muffins. So we have a unit issue. And this is a very common thing with ratios, and this is why we show our work, so that we can discover when this problem happens. Now, we might have discovered it just because they clearly give us this relationship, this conversion, so it's probably the case that we're going to use it. And the easiest way to do it is to just multiply by that conversion on one side. We could do either side here. The point, though, is we're going to use it to cancel out the unit we don't want to get the unit that we do want. So I'm going to do it on the left side, and I just write the conversion as a fraction. So I'm going to get rid of ounces, so I need to put the ounces part on the bottom. Because if I have ounces on the bottom and ounces on the top, this is the way that any fraction works, right? If a number is on the top and the bottom, we can cancel it out. So the number is not getting canceled, but the unit is being canceled because it's still behaving the same way. It's still following the same rules of fractions. And here we just know that 16 ounces is 1 pound. And now look, we have pounds to pounds and muffins to muffins, and that's what we want. We want the units on the tops to be the same on both sides of the equal sign and on the bottoms to be the same as well. Once we do that, we can clean this up just by doing some simple arithmetic. So we do 1 times 2.5 and 16 times 1. So you don't need a calculator for that. 2.5 over 16 is equal to x over 48. And now a lot of people cross multiply here. We don't really need to. We can just multiply by 48 on both sides. And with the calculator, this isn't so bad, but I am going to do part of it without the calculator just to remind us that when we have fractions being multiplied, we can always reduce first. So I have no problem with the calculator here, but I know that 16 goes into 48 3 times, so 16 is going to fall away, and now it's just x is equal to 3 times 2.5. Fine, I'll grab the calculator. 3 times 2.5 is 7.5, so 7.5 is equal to x, and that's our answer. So these other answers, for example, come out if we just kind of start popping things into a calculator. I mean, 120, for example, is 48 times 2.5. Yeah. So if you aren't showing your work, you're likely to start plugging things in, not really understanding what you're doing, and you're going to get an answer that's going to show up in those answer choices. So you'll feel confident even when you're wrong. And that's our problem in the SAT. And showing our work kind of helps us catch things before they become a problem so that we don't make mistakes on easy questions, which is what this is. There are other ways to make this conversion. You don't need to do it this particular way. But what I like about this way is that the units cancel and I can see that my work is right. And then the calculator can take over from there. But I know that the setup is right and the right things are being multiplied and divided. And on units and ratios questions, that's exactly what we're worried about, is mixing them up and getting the question wrong. So stay organized, and that won't happen.